To report this outside. As we moved towards the Wawa Dam watershed, with heavy opposition in the section, we had to get the Wawa Dam, which supplied the water to Manila before the Zach blew it up. Tough going. Someday we advanced a few hundred yards on Morris. We had set up huge searchlights to flood the area outside the perimeter at night to simulate the moonlight, so we could see the Japs approaching the line. Just before dusk, my buddy Dom and I would go outside the perimeter and we'd set up the booby trap wire, colored green. It's very hard to be seen, and at daybreak we had to retrieve the wire. This one night, the explosive went off just as daybreak. Dom and I had seen a few bodies, went to check it. There were Japanese female nurses dead. As days and night went on, I opened my sea can, okay ration. My stomach would swell up and I had no desire to eat. This is when I never knew that when a person dies, how the body blows up and the dead odor. And I said, I couldn't eat. I told the medic, Bill, what's happening? Could it be seeing my buddies getting killed? I couldn't I retrieve the body and see them swell up. It really got to me. The medic said to me, Frank, I cannot send you back. You have no fever. The same thing happened the next day. My folks old buddy John told the medic, Tom, about what's happening to me. He said, okay, Frank, we'll send you back to the 5th Field Hospital. Wasn't set up too far from the front lines. I was put on liquid a few days, and also removed a small piece of shrapnel from my back. I'm wearing that hit with a piece of shell fragment. Still have the scar on my back. In the meantime, I saw replacement. 15 enlisted men. One was a second lieutenant. I asked him where they're going. He said, we're going to E Company. I said, good, that's where I'm from. I'll show you where it is. We introduced each other, and they all came from the States. And these replacements, they only did guard duty with a pistol, no training with an M1 rifle. I showed the enlisted man how to push the clip in, which M1 was the best weapon. It had less stoppage than the old tree than any other weapon. You had to push it in the hose 8 rounds. And I said, make sure you keep your heads down and don't stand up in fogs all night. And don't get out. If you hear voices calling, Joe, sick of that, keep quiet and your eyes open. To the second lieutenant, right, I couldn't believe it. Had his bar painted on his steel helmet, cross rifle, and Sydney bar on his uniform. He's carrying a pistol, carbine, and binoculars. I said, sir, you better remove all your markings. Lieutenant bar off your helmet, your Sydney, your cross rifle, because the Japs look for officers and medics. You'll be the first one to get it. The lieutenant said, Sergeant, don't you worry about it. I said, okay, pardon me, it's your life, not mine. We call these officers 90-day warnings. That's OTS, Office Training School. The next morning, we all went up towards the front line, up the hill, called Bonanza Hill. The Japs charged down the hill and they yelled Bonanza. I would shut up, Bonanza, my ass. See my respect. This is your SOB. Come and get it. We blast them out with a weapon. Then we started toward upward. I would see the replacement second lieutenant removing his hat. He's sitting, trying to scrape off the bar. He finally got a steel helmet, and he took off the bar. He did not look like an officer. The next day, the 5 of the replacement killed. The casualties told now that we had only 20 men left occupying 2 hills. The rest of the company were killed or wounded. And also 2 lieutenants got killed. Anybody left to become an officer? They asked me, I said, no way. And then they wanted to give an order to one of my men. Excuse me. If he got killed by my order, it would go the other way. It would bother me. So I said, no way. We finally secured the dam. It was a rough, tough battle. We had some Filipinos. They were more scared of guerrillas, and they were more scared than we were. But the ones in, I gotta say, the ones in Leyte, they were guerrillas. They were smart. I could tell you an incident from Leyte. They were guarding the bridges river. They were bringing supplies to the 77th Division, to the front lines, and there used to be 2 of us and 1 guerrilla guarding the bridge. And I would hear something, you have to up, and he would say, Frank, it's only a water rat. They were guerrillas, but the ones in the hills where we had them, I mean, they were scared too. I mean, we were always scared. I mean, I tell you one thing, I pass them down every night. I can go on and on. I don't want to be here all day long.
Okay. Just when did you come back home? Did you stay until the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima?
Did what?
When did your term of duty end?
I'm just trying to see. I'm getting to the page and there's no story. Oh. So then before we got back, they told us we're going to go, any men in the east were going to fly from the west to the east. We had priority. And we flew in a cargo plane, B-17, no parachute. There was only 11 of us. And all of a sudden, as we left, we went through riding Camp Upman, Camp Anzus, California. And when we got there, all the men, we all had steak, we had dinner and everything. And they treated us good. We had to wait 3 days to get the plane to fly back here from west to east. And all of a sudden, we hit an air pocket. The plane drops. First time I ever flew in a plane.
Oh, really?
Everybody starts screaming and swearing. He said, I went through all the war, nothing happened, but the plane's it's going down, it's going down. All of a sudden, it levels off. Then we stopped overnight in El Paso, Texas. We slept over there, had something to eat. The next morning, we left. We had another hit, the same thing episode, because this was November. And we hit the same thing, the air pockets again, the plane going down. And we stopped in Columbus, Ohio overnight. Then from there, I went to Jersey and got discharged at there.
And what year was that?
November 1945.
So the bomb was dropped after you got home?
Hey, what?
The bombs on Hiroshima? The atomic bomb.
So they signed the peace treaty in August. That was after they dropped the, what do you call it?
The bombs.
That's when they surrendered, you know? Yeah. So then I went to Fort Dix, that's where I got discharged.
Where were you when the bombs were dropped?
Where was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the bombs were dropped?
Oh, what was that? Yeah, the Philippines. Yeah.
The Philippines?
And the funny part is, we got a lot of paratroopers want to become paratroopers. Well, if they broke their leg and ankle, they used to send them in the infantry. And this one time, before the bombers went there, they wanted to send us, I was in the 30th Infantry National Guard outfit. It was from Indiana. They wanted to send the general got a call, and the captain, they wanted to send us to Japan to land. So my and the general, you're crazy. He said, these guys never made jumps. Get the paratroopers. And that's who they landed there. We were never made to shore. The way they barbed wire and balls, everything. We've been slaughtered. Yeah. Then I went. Yeah. There it is, yeah.
Was there a celebration in the
Like what?
Philippines? Was there a celebration in the Philippines when, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. They were friendly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, MacArthur was there. He was down. And, when he said I shall return, he did return with our help. Then I got this job, yeah.
And when you got home, what did you do from there?
There were no jobs around. And I collected my, they called it, $20 a week, Soldiers Readjustment Allowance. You look for a job, and you look for a job, then they finally find a job. There wasn't too much going around.
What were you doing?
I was a mechanic for a while. Then after I got called back to General Motors. Eastern Aircraft went back to making cars. And I worked on the assembly line and doing 4 cars an hour till the line kept making, fixing the lines and everything, and kept hiring. And I worked there for about a year and a half, then I packed them. It's too much. When they got the line going, they're making 50 cars an hour. It's not a good job. Some people, there's a lot of people work there for a long time now. Then I got a job in Otis Elevator, then I left that and I got a job in Eastern, in Safe Flights and White Plains. And my book was here, I got all my medals in the back. And I left a copy at West Point. And because I went there a couple of times, a couple of years in a row to talk to the young cadets, male and female cadets. And most when they graduated, became officers, they shipped a lot of them to Iraq, you know, to the, where the war was, where they were fighting. And then when I was talking with the young cadets, I got some pictures. I got a paper from Filipino paper that they printed in the Philippines when the jobs took over. I gotta show you the picture.